welcome back to today's video. So I'm going to be doing a look today with the W7 on the Rocks palette, and this is the dupe for the ABH Subculture palette. Now I have done a video where I've swatched this, which was about 2 or 3 weeks ago, so if you do want to look at that video, I will link it in the description below for you. So this palette looks like this. Now I was just bringing up the picture on my phone of the actual ABH one, but on screen that colour looks really like a blue, if you know what I mean, and not actually what it is there, so it was a bit weird. So anyway, yeah, as you can see, it is so bang on similar to me anyway, it is. So I'm going to be doing that. So I've already prepped my eyelids and I've got the tape on and everything. And I have to say, I am really loving this Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I love this. I can see what all the hype is about. I really can. It's really nice. So that was a random. But let's get these headband. Let's get these headband on. It's Monday. Forgive me. Mind you, not that I ever get my words out. Okay, so I have a mirror in this palette actually, which wouldn't be a bad idea to use. I was going to use my Batman one, but yeah, I've made a right mess of that. Didn't realise until I've looked at it a bit later on, and yeah, I think I've got glue on the back. I told you I'm not crafty. So anyway, plus I think it's a bit big to hold while doing a makeup look. Maybe it wasn't the best idea. Right, I'll shut up, stop waffling on. Okay, so I'm just going to go in with this fluffy brush I got from Lidl, and the first shade I am going to go in with is this shade here called, I still can't read this palette, Mojito, I think that one's called, and it's just a almost skin tone colour, just to run through the crease, so I have something to work with the colours on top of them, if that makes any sense. So I'm just going to pat that on. I did toy with the idea of doing one eye on camera and one eye off, but knowing my look, I won't be able to match them up. I don't know. I do tend to like to do both eyes at the same time. I admire these girls that can do that, I really do. I'm not too worried about where I'm patting the colour on this one because it's just a base shade. As you can see, I'm just holding the brush more closer to the end than actually down here, just so it's a light washer colour rather than a bit more of a heavier. If you want more colour, you know, go in heavier, well, go just further down the brush. I'm really on a waffle today. If you see me grimace at all, it's because I've laid funny in the night and my neck is killing. Supposed to have took painkillers before I come on camera, but just didn't. Anyway, the next shade I'm going in with, and I'm going to deepen up the crease with the shade Caraco or something. I really can't pronounce that at all, but this one here. Just stick the brush in. Not worked with this colour yet, so this could go wrong. Right, I'm going to place this more on the outer corner wherever you place the shadows is where they're going to stay mostly. And the reason I haven't done a look on camera with the Nikki Tutorials palette yet is because I just really want to be confident I can get to grips with it, because it is pressed pigment and they work differently. With pressed pigment, where you place it, it will stay there, so you've just got to bear that in mind. But yeah, I'm hoping this isn't patchy, this shade, because I have not worked with it. So yeah, you can see that shape. Yeah. No words coming out, are they? That is actually nice. I am going to actually place it a bit more further down there, because I just want a bit more colour more towards the inner corner of my eye. And I'm just using the window screen wiper motion to just blend this in. Yeah, maybe I should have just worked with shades I'm familiar with in this palette, to be fair, but sometimes you've just got to do what you're feeling, and this is the colour I'm feeling for today. Yeah, it's okay. It's a little bit tricky to work with, to be honest. Maybe I should have gone with something a bit more safer. Maybe. I'm just going to pop that on the eye again, on this side, and try and match what I have there. I may pop off camera just to try and neaten this up a bit better, and then I'll come back with you. This Saturday's video is going to be an update on Martine project plan, and I am so shocked with how well I've done on that. I really am. Especially in regards to skincare and using that up. If you've just seen my recent upload for my empties video, you'll see how much skincare from that I've actually used. I'm really surprised. I always have one side of one eye, shall I say, not one side of my face, but one eye where it will hold the colour well and it won't be looking patchy. And then I have the other side which just wants to do what it wants. That's why doing one eye on camera and one eye off probably would be the most impossible thing for me. Yeah, this one, it's a little bit patchy. I don't think you can quite tell, but that one, it's just worked better. So what I am going to do is go off camera, try and match that up, and I'll be back with you very shortly. Right guys, I've done the best I can, and I think I made a mistake by using that shade today without working with it before, because that is awful, really awful. I've got the best I can do there, but it is patchy. It was really hard to work with, and I could have just rubbed that shade off and started again, and you would have seen the last bit. Or could have come back and said I've just started again, but I don't want to do that. So I want to be, you know, authentic and tell you the truth about it, and not just say, oh, well, that works, great, but I'm not going to do that. So, you know, this is real. This is real, how patchy that is. I just can't do it. I have sat here for 10 minutes trying to do this one, and no. So, yeah, the palette is nice, but them darker shades, I reckon that would be the same. Yeah, maybe I should have sat there and worked with it another day and I would have known. Anyway, so the next shade I'm going to go with now is Martini Olive. Now, I'm going to place this on the lid first, and you'll see why in a moment. So, a matte shade on the lid for a start. There is a bit of kickback in the pan, but it's a cheap shadow palette, so that's to be expected. Wow, this green's really nice. I like this olivey green shade a lot. Sort of mixes the other shade I've used on the crease a little bit. I'm not going to tap the excess off that brush. I'm just going to do the tap and sweep. Now I'm going to tap the excess off. Right. That looks gorgeous. If you wanted to go in with a matte look, that one's a nice shade to work with. See, this one actually works so nicely. I have used this one on the crease and I had no issues, so I was really surprised I had an issue with that dark one there. Really am. Didn't think I'd have them problems, and I have. That dark shade could have been so much better, but I just couldn't do anything with it. I've done the best I can, but I just couldn't do anything with it. Maybe it's a primer I've used on my lids. Maybe it's a powder, but I don't think it is somehow, because I've used other shadows with the same primer and powder to set the lids and it's been fine, so I don't think it is. I think it's a shadow. I really do, and it's such a shame. Right, so there's the green on the lids. I'm just going to pack that green on a little more on this side, because I have wrinkly eyelids, because I'm older. Can be a bit of a tricky process, let's just say. So anyway, there's that green on the lid. Right. Okay, so now I'm going to put on top of that, I'm going to stop spitting everywhere, a shade called Champagne Toast, which is this greeny gold shade there, and I'm going to place that all over the lid, right on top of that green shade. Get a good bit on the brush. There is a lot of kickback on this one. Just tap and sweep motion. I'm not having a great day today. Not great at all. Let's just try and pack it on. Okay, where's my spray? I'm going to spray the brush. Well, I shouldn't have sprayed it that way. I've got electrics down there. Yeah. Maybe I should have sprayed it the opposite way, but I think it'll be fine. If it suddenly cuts out, you know it wasn't. Right, okay, let's see if I can make that pop. Oh, here we go. That's it. The only thing is spraying the brush. and you see that it's popping now, is because I've got wrinkly lids, it can make them look worse. It really can. But I don't care in this instant because I just want to make that shade pop, and it has. So point. Yeah, I do like this palette. Well, let's just say I liked it more when I first got it. Working with it now with some of them other shades, yeah, W7 is a bit hit and miss. More miss than hit in my opinion. Although I do like that Queen Bee one. So I'm just going to quickly put this shade on my lid. Not enjoying this at all, to be honest. Actually, it looks really nice on camera. It does look really nice. Right, one more spray. And it pops to a degree, not like the Revolution shade I used and showed you the look on my Instagram a couple of days back. And ladies, I'm sorry you got all the inboxes of that look, because I thought tagging people in on a picture was just like you do on Facebook, and it turns out it sends it to your DM. So I'm sorry about that. I was hugely embarrassed. Well, I say ladies and Will, ladies and gents, you know. There's one guy, lovely Will, you know, he's not just one guy, he's lovely. Yeah, so I tagged them in and I thought, oh great, you'll just see the post. No, it goes through to the DM. I felt really stupid. So, oh well, it happened. Right guys, this isn't really going to go any further. I think what I will do though is show you this palette with the colours I have used on another video, because I am not feeling this one at all. I've used this green before. See, I'm still trying to get this to work for me, and it no, I'm going to stop messing with it because it's ridiculous. Okay, so this is the look we have here. Yeah, I'm not feeling it, to be honest. I'm really not. But I'm going to go off camera now, clean up all the eyes, do the rest of my face, and I'll be back with you in a moment. I will just do the shade under my eyes and mascara and stuff off camera as well. So I will see you very soon. So guys, here is the look. And I'm actually happy with it. As I was finishing up my makeup and everything, it looked like the crease shade have actually blended more. I don't know how that happened really, to be honest, but it does. It looks like it's actually blended out more. So final thoughts. Okay, I do like this palette. I think it is worth £4.98. Yeah, I still say, bye brush. I still say that shade is quite hard to work with. So if you are a beginner in makeup, that will be quite tricky for you. That one I've not used yet, but I've got a feeling it's going to be about the same. As I say, it's blended out a bit now, but yeah, but I haven't used that yet. But the shades I have used, which is this one, this one, this one, I use that one and this one so far. I don't think I've used any others, maybe this one, and they have been really nice and they're blended out really well. So what I have on my eyes, I didn't show you this at all, did I? That was clever. So I've got the Lash Princess mascara on my top lashes. On the bottom ones I've got the Rimmel Extra Lash one. I like to do the bottom lashes with that one because it's got a thinner, more cone-shaped wand. I put in the inner corner, I placed Sugar Plum, which is this one here, and that's also on the brow bone. On the lower lash line, I just went in with whatever that shade's called, to be fair, on the lower lash line, and it looks fine. And lipstick I've used is this new one I got from Neat, and this is the Revlon lipstick in the shade Rose Wine, and I just think it finishes off the look like nicely. I was contemplating putting a red one on, but I thought it might have been a bit much. I wanted to put on the grey one I have from Rimmel, but I thought it's a liquid lipstick, and knowing me, the application would be terrible. So I have got better over the last, few months, but, it can go wrong. Highlighter is just a W7 strobe time, just a Revolution try that again. The Revolution foundation mixed with the BB cream from Aldi, and just things like that. Eyebrows pretty shocking, but that is just me. I use the dark brown powder in this palette. That's cool there. Probably a little bit dark for me. I have been trying to work on getting a taupey shade on the brows more, but this is what I had to work with today, so I just went with it. I am actually happy with this look. I really am. I actually think it's really nice. So, now the final thoughts, because that was what I was supposed to be doing. Final thoughts. It is a nice palette. It is a good dupe for the ABH Subculture palette. If you've got the Subculture palette, do you have trouble working with those dark bluey colours? I'd be interested to know. The blue shades could be better to blend out, but sometimes dark colours can be like that. And my eyes, I have a bit of struggle with them anyway, getting them matching up sometimes on the crease. It's just the way it is. But yeah, I still like this palette. I do think it's worth £4.98. I really do. It's still a really nice palette. I'm not mad about them dark shades not working so well, because, this happens, and it can happen in iron palettes as well. It's not just limited to the cheaper ones. Yeah, I do like it. I really do like this palette. It's really nice. It's got a nice colour story. And, yeah, I will work with it some more. Maybe I will, just by myself off camera, just try that dark shades again and see how I get on. It might just be today working for me. I will let you know on my Instagram how that goes. So okay guys, so yeah, it is worth the price tag. It is worth it. Cheap palette, some of them work out really well, some of them don't, some shades are iffy. It is the way it is, but I really like it. So I'm going to go now. Please do all the good stuff. It really helps out my channel. I'm going to be seeing you on Saturday for my Team Project Pan video update, so please stay tuned for that and have all your notifications switched to all. I will see you very soon. Goodbye everyone.